Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. When that mountain closes here on April 15th, you know what it's time for. It's spring cleaning time. And it's time to go through all the gear and the stuff that you have, your toys that we all enjoy up here in the mountain, and get organized. So our guest here this morning, Linda Bumpas, does just that. And your business, Too Much Stuff, is that's what it focuses on, is getting people organized, right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are so overwhelmed, they're so busy. Mm-hmm. I help people feel a little more on purpose and not so reactive to what comes their way on a daily basis. And it is, very helpful. Yeah. It takes the stress off.
Sure, and so help us understand kind of the scope of what getting organized in your home looks like for some of your past projects here.
Well, I would say, the too busy mom that normally got it under control, sometimes I can help her with the flow of her home, make her a little more efficient, help set up the kids' items to where it's what I kind of call less on mom. Sure. But then, seniors, people downsizing, there's a... right there you can see the toys. It can spread out on a whole floor, but I help people kind of find a designated space and fit that space that we designate, and it doesn't go over, you know. So there's some strategies that we can help them with.
Well, it sounds incredibly useful. I mean, to really just set people's lives up to be comfortable and feel like they've got it all under control.
Yeah, and I think, it just helps people also to know that it's not all about the stuff. I can help with time management. A lot of people, I have a corporate background, so I have helped people from computer projects to, like I said, time management, anything from falling through the cracks like sales consulting. There's a lot when it comes to organizing, and I think because of my background, I have a very vast, toolbox for that.
Yeah, so this is an all-encompassing organization project here.
It can be.
We're starting in the kids' room, and we're going right to maybe your Gmail inbox and figuring out how your calendar is synced with your life and that whole thing.
A lot of people have hired me for one project and kept me for life. So it goes into all areas.
Well, that's an interesting business model too. So you've been at this a while, right? And how did you come up with this concept?
Actually, a friend of mine in the playground, we started talking, and I was giving her tips and trying to help her, and she said, "You should start a business." And I said, "Well, I already have my jewelry business, but thank you, because I make custom jewelry." Okay. And walked away and stopped, and I had to go back, and I said, "Really? You want?" She said, "I will be your first customer." And so it started from there. She was my first customer.
Wow. And it's just evolved from there.
It has. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So on the side, I understand you make some beautiful jewelry as well.
I do.
And you might have a show tonight, right?
Yes, I'll be at the By Nature Gallery in Beaver Creek. I'm there, once a week in the height of the seasons.
That's great. And so if people want to sign up and get their life organized here through your services, how should they get in touch with you?
I think it's just easiest just to call. The nice thing about calling me is I'm pretty relaxed. I don't set limits, we need a certain minimum number of hours. I kind of work with everyone's busy schedule. Perfect. I don't make it more daunting than it needs to be.
That's great. So you're pretty flexible, and you can fit into people's lives.
Exactly.
That's perfect. And just to kind of wrap things up here as we close out, we've got some fun pictures of projects that you've taken on that have really gotten things into order. You've got some before and afters of some of these spaces that you've transformed.
In a lot of these spaces, we can buy new things, or I can use just what they have already. So
perfect. Linda, thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to head over to Ashley Prill, who's on Vail Mountain. I hear that the lift opened just a few minutes ago, so I bet she's making some turns.